Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Enomena from Debbi Minero. I have to think Enomena. That's the name. Okay. This is such a neat tangle, as all of Deb's tangles are, and we had a lot of fun with it on our Tangle Time session, and I'll show you what I did later. All right, this one, like I said, it's so neat. It can be done a couple ways, with a stem or without a stem. It's up to you. And while I decide, I'm going to put the orb in the middle. So it starts with an orb, and then inside that orb, a little orb, touching the bottom, like so. All right, then, now, the next few steps kind of are an aid to completing the steps. So I'll do and explain at the same time. So I'm going to start off with some little U's, or actually little C-shaped curve lines, but you want to leave some space for these. And I'm going to start one kind of straight up, kind of like doing a north, an east-ish, and a west-ish. All right, and we want to leave some space because we're going to do some stuff around here and then around this orb. So you want to leave some space. Okay, next step that you can or cannot do is this. So from here, I'm going to trace over a little bit and then just bring those out. They can curve, they can do whatever. Okay, like that. Then, and this I'm going to use the takeoff and land concept. And let's just start here. And we'll go with the curve that's already there. And this we're just going to put just a big wiggly line, like a big weird continuous S shape. All right, so I'm going to trace over this and kind of continue and then just have fun with it like that. Try not to think. Same thing here. And it doesn't matter how many, ups and downs, whatever you have room for. Now, these outside ones, the last ones, we're going to tie them in. Well, actually, depending. You could put a little line there if you wanted to. But same idea. I'm just going to do 2. We'll see what this one holds. Okay, 2 as well. Now, of course, can you dip it down a little lower? You can do whatever it is that you want. And then also having, this part, this can be closer together. They can be farther apart. All of it is completely up to you. Now, the reason I said all of these steps are kind of up to you, because if you wanted to, you could, pick a place to start. You could do all of this in one stroke if that's something you're comfortable with. What I ended up doing after, the first few plays with it, I still put in the U shapes because I like having those. I think they're very handy. But I could come up from the U shape and do all of this and then come back down to the U shape. So that's why I said, up to you. You can pick and choose. It just depends on, what you're comfortable with. And it's just nice options to have. All right. Next, now I mentioned leaving these U shapes. I don't know why I insist on calling them a U shape instead of a C shape. I don't know why, but they're either way. What we're going to do here, let's start. I'm going to start here right where that little bump is that I want to get rid of anyway. All right, and we're going to another wiggly line, and I'm incorporating the bottom of those as best I can, like that. So we're kind of auraing this, but in a wiggly sense. Then we have some little orbs going around that first one that we made. And you know what? Because I'm just thinking about it now. There are certain things like, well, I could have put those orbs in right away, couldn't I? Yep, you could have. I don't know about this line because I think you kind of want to be able to touch that. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. What's neat is sometimes there's steps that you could decide to take out of order as long as, something isn't hinging on something before that, where you need it there. That's up to you. Okay, then we're gonna... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter which order we do this in. I'm going to continue to turn my tile around, apparently, until I've settled on what we're going to do. All right, then Deb has us doing some stippling. And if you don't know what that is, we're just lightly tapping the pen carefully. Like I'm, using this 01 very, fine tip that is easily bent. So I am just being very careful as I'm touching it. And if you've never done this before, it's really neat. And so as you can see, I'm just laying down some, somewhat evenly. I keep hitting that one spot there, although it doesn't matter. And what this is, it's like old school shading with the pen. I think of the funnies, cartoons, in the newspaper. And it was before they had all this, cool print. It wasn't, I'm not necessarily that old, where they were using wood printing or whatever they called it. But you could see the lines. They would use the hatching and cross hatching and stippling in order to create shading. They still might have color, but this would kind of be behind it, accenting it. So it's just a really neat technique. But what I like to do is I'll lay it down first and then come back like I'm doing right now, and right around the edge where I want it darker, and then I lay some more down. That seems to work for me. And then, of course, you can go up as far as you want. It's 100%, of course, up to you. And this has such a neat effect. I mean, I like it because it's old worldy, and I think that that's neat. Just like using the hatching, which I always have to hesitate to make sure, am I using the right one? That's like I said, that's with the lines, or the X's, that's the cross hatching. I really think it adds such a neat touch. And this is hand done, ink right on the paper. I think it just makes it look a little extra special when we do that kind of stuff. Even if you put graphite or something else over it. And you'll see in a moment, I'll show you, I put colored pencil over it. Really, really, really neat. But like I said, you just keep going over where you want it darkest. And then if you need to bring it out a little lighter, you can just, bring it out a tad. All right. And then we're going to fill in that center orb. We're going to leave a little shine. Oops, I thought about it as I was filling in this section. Oh, I could have left a little extra on the end, but that's still fine. And because it's up there, let's put a little stem. Like that. Oh, let's do... I've seen Maria do this where they, just kind of put a little V in, and I think that looks really cute. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? One other thing. And if you look at Deb's sample, let's see, I'm going to pick a side and kind of stick with it. I'm not necessarily going to do each one, but just thickening a little bit. Let's do over. Never mind. I'm not picking a side and sticking to it. I'm doing it wherever I want to. This is also a neat course correct idea. So if you have something that's a little wonky, you can just add some, add some ink to it. Or, like here, it's like, oh, let's fix this little bump. It doesn't have to be on everything. Some of it just could be just neatening it up. Okay. There we go. Oops, let's have this go into that line a little bit better. All right, there we go. Now, you know what? One additional thing. Because now, I mean, technically, the filling in and stuff like that is playtime, but let me continue the playtime. I did like, she put a little, on one of Deb's samples, she put some of these wispy lines, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to, there we go. Just a couple. All right, now, shading. Well, and I'm going to go over where I put the stippling. And again, it adds it adds some texture. It adds to it. You don't have to go over it. I just kind of want to. And bringing it out kind of past. I'm trying to make it also a bit uneven, because that has a nice look. Ooh, and then I think, let's do this on these tips, just to add a little bend. Oh yeah, that's totally cool. All right, and then in this stem, let's add some up here, and then, no, let's do it like here where it's curving. Maybe right there, accentuate that shine, and, oh, let's see. Feel like it needs something else in that middle. Well, maybe this. I'm going to put some graphite right on that line. And then bring it out maybe to both sides. Oh, like that. Yeah. Neat. Okay. So fun. So fun. All right, so. Well, my camera decided to, I don't know, do something weird. And I got all done, and I'm like, why did it cut off the end? I do not know. So, that's where I left off, was so. Here's what we did, the fun we had with this at our Tangle Time session. All right, so this is Exhibit A from our AM session, where I decided, this is such a fun prepped tile with Lindy's Magicals. There's a little, oh, maybe you can see a little teeny bit of shimmer in there. Really, really neat. This one, just a by the way, this is Tibetan Poppy Teal. These are so much fun. We had fun with this at our my tile prep class, where we played with Lindy's and just liquid watercolor. This is what it looks like to begin with. It's so neat. Just add water. And there's a number of different ways that you can use it. If you are interested, or if you get it and you need to get more, I do have a code that can get you, I think it's like 10% off your order or something like that. It's just my name, Heather Gladden, all one word. But if you go to the description section, click on the link tree, which is below the links to the step outs. There you will find all of my social media, things like that, and shopping links. So you'll see the Lindy's there. I also have stuff on my Amazon store, stuff that I use, stuff that people I know use and like. And it's just kind of curated lists at this moment. All right, so had fun with this. Decided to use yesterday's, if you're following me daily, Iggy from CZT Barbara Duell Johnson. And I, thought, well, let's have fun with that too, because I'm pretty sure that was a new tangle from Barbara. And one of the things that I like to do is to have red carpet event, world premiere of Tangles, and I hadn't shared Deb's yet. And like I said, I think that this was, I'm not sure, and it's one of those. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we had a double, premiere event, and it's because it's just fun. So had fun with that one, and then this is the PM session that I did. And here's where I was mentioning. So I have stippling, and then I have Prismacolor colored pencils over it, and just turned out rather neat. It ends up leaving a texture, and like I said, it's a neat effect. And yeah, like I said, I used Prismacolor colored pencils and the white number 10 jelly roll from Sakura. All right, this is also Lindy's. This one way more shimmer. I don't remember. I applied this one differently, I think. But look at all that shimmer on there. It even comes through where I have the colored pencils just a bit. Anyway, really neat stuff. And these are the free sessions that I do that are called Tangle Time again. And come and join us. It's just a nice, safe place. Nice people. Everybody's playing. Everybody understands that we're playing. And we work to throw perfection out of the window and just have fun. So like I said, if you'd like to take part of that, it's a wonderful community. We also have a community group on Facebook. Most of the same people are on there, and then some more. But like I said, we have a lot of fun. We have people from all, I like to say, all abilities and disabilities. And we just want to celebrate the fact that you're here and doing stuff and having fun. And it's just, like I said, it's fun. The only thing that ties us together when we do this is the tangle that we're doing. You get to do it however you want to do it. Work on whatever you want with whatever you want. It's completely up to you. The objective is to have fun, stretch yourself however you wish to be stretched, or not, and that's fine too. Yeah, so come and join us. I do try to get the replays out there as well. You will find them here on the YouTube channel. So if you do subscribe, you will see those notices. If you're on my blog, I send them out there as well. And to sign up for my blog, go to that link tree, click on my website, and you'll see it on the right-hand side. We have so much fun. And I hope that you will come join us. Or, having fun here is great too. And then, leave comments and, let me know how much you enjoyed it. All right, let's see what else, because I got all thrown off because it didn't record anything. But I think that's it. Everything is self-explanatory on the link tree and in the description section. But just go and have fun with this. And if you didn't click like, please do that. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Only if you wish, though. And with that, thank you again so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.